tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Another run here with Dobbins. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. You talk about this Falcon defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for the Saints' first down. The Saints had 10 and 6 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
And every time you step on a field, coaches are always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact, but that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. So the penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they've proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
And they'll send Kupp in motion right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. 7 yards there and a first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. For the first time with Bijan Robinson. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they'll send Kupp in motion right. Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's 2nd and 7. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 7. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. this offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. They'll roll him out right. He hits Adams complete. And he'll be knocked to the ground right there at the 22. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A handoff running left is Dobbins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second and 10. Now back to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Dobbins is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. And out across midfield down to the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Ritter on 1st and 10. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Ritter with it after the play fake. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
First down, here's Ritter. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's 2nd and 10. Ritter off the play fake. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here we go. Right here, one
time. Ritter, he wants to change the play here. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. So the moment is finally at hand. What a season, CD. His 29th rushing touchdown of the year. No one in the history of the NFL has had more in a single season. And congratulations to him. What an achievement.
We certainly had the feeling early in the year, maybe week 2 or 3, where we talked to each other and thought this could really turn into something. But I don't know if either of us thought we'd get to this point. Maybe the best season ever by a running back in NFL history.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner, as a former defensive back, I'm not very much a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Tries the right side, finding Woods here. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Olave motioning to the left. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Take it to him. Guys, you got this. Let's win.
I want to see your TD celebration dance.
All right, fellas. All right. One more time. Let's go. Hey, man. Come on.
Let's go now.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 2nd and goal from the 1. One more time with Dobbins. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. J.K. Dobbins as the first half is winding down. And the Saints have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. After a break down the middle, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Two yards still to go. Third down now. Jefferson going to go in motion right. Ritter here on 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
Robinson up the middle.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7.
They'll run again here with Robinson.
90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
A beautiful fake. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Ritter.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Another extra point opportunity here. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Dobbins.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Another run here with Dobbins. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This now a 3rd and 4.
He'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw here. And it's complete to Adams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They'll get 34 yards there.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a good to Dobbins. And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10.
60 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Dobbins running out of the gun.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
J.K. Dobbins,
his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Robinson with another carry.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll send Kupp in motion right. On play action, here's Ritter. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big pickup of 38. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 142 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now 2nd and 4. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Counter, this is Robinson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do. But I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time. So make sure you get in shape.
Here's Ritter. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give him some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here we go. This is 4th down. Now Ritter. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll start the drive here with an end around.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
A little bit of an unconventional call there.
Yeah, but it worked, and how great was that? That's got to give them a lift in this situation.
Here's 2nd down.
They'll look to throw.
Pass complete. It's Adams.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
Let's keep those sticks moving. If not, we can freeze the defense. Come on now. We got to make a play here.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. They'll try and throw for it. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Ritter looks to throw it. This is Robinson. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Robinson. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left.
Youngwei Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Atlanta,
they finished things off in style, putting a bow on a 14-3 regular season.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Saints,